Hello, in this short video we're going to finish off the answer booklet 2 for the ICT and WK 401 subject, and to that end printer pooling, it seems like I might not have done that in the previous videos, so I'll just demonstrate that quickly. So back to our server and we'll log in. Okay, so on the tools, we go down to the printer management. Get updates, let's kill that. So, guest additions update, yep. Tools, printer management. So in the printers we've got a couple of printers here, HP LaserJet and a Lexmark. Doesn't matter which one. If you right mouse click and go to properties, oh, it did come, it just took a while. Okay, so on here, if you go to the ports tab, you need to be able to tick this box here called enable printer pooling, and there you can click on multiple ports, every port that's got a computer connected to it of the same type, like say HP LaserJets, and that way I'd be able to pool across all of those similar printers. And this often happens in large corporate environments where they've got maybe dozens even of the same type of printer, and so it's essentially like they've got a whole bank of printers, and you just print to the one queue and it can get distributed across all of those printers. So I've actually got in here two TCP/IP ports, and I've clicked both, so I'm pooling across those two ports. Now in yours you've probably got print to file, so you can go print to file and then just click some other port like 3 and 4, and if you've got this thing ticked, and you can't pick more than one unless you've got pooling ticked, so you tick that, pick a few of those, screen capture that and stick it back into your answer booklet 2 at the right spot here, the printer pooling. So you can see in mine I've got the box ticked here, and I've got the two IP addresses ticked. So long as you can show that you've got the box ticked and a couple of these things ticked, then you're printer pooling. And that's all you need to show for that particular area. So I mean, you don't have to accept it, or you can just go cancel afterwards, but once you've taken the screenshot. Okay, so that's printer pooling. Okay, so the next part that we need to look at, we've got all these other things already done. Distributed file systems, we're looking at the policies. Okay, so policy for folder direction, unauthorized access, and we enabled the passwords and all that sort of stuff. Network drive mapping, network printer mapping, scripting for Chrome install. Well, I didn't install Chrome, I just installed some other application, and that's quite fine. And then we put all those screenshots in here. So then after that, in this answer booklet, it's asking for you to do a user environment testing. So using our Windows 10 machine, whoops, so there's my Windows 10 machine, log in as a particular user. So if I quickly just go back to my head office and I go Active Directory users and computers, you can see that U2 is a member of, is in this organisational unit, and he's also a member of the agents. So there's U1, 2 and 3. So we've enabled all of those group policies, and so when we log in to U2, we will see that the software is installed and that he can access all the network shares that he's supposed to. And so you can see the edit pad light is the software that's installed. The shared folders we set up were in the distributed file system. So if you go to network, I'm just going to go /bmw.local, which is our domain name, and in there we can see our corporate data distributed file system, and inside that we can see all the folders. Now U2 has these two have been logged in, so they've got home folders. So I can put things in my home folder. So I could go new rich text document. So U2 was here. Okay, and so that's there. The other thing that we want to be able to demonstrate is that if I create a file here where we've got our profiles redirected, that it turns up in our corporate data in our profiles. So here in our profiles, there's the U2, version 6, and so you can see all my download folders and my documents and my desktop and everything is in here. So what I want to do is I've got a document in here called sample, which is from a previous saving when I was testing this. So we're going to show how this happened. So based on I'm going to my documents folder. There's the sample. So I can just go, because I'm currently logged into Windows 10, I can go to a new text document, and U2 links for the future. So I just created a file there, and when U2 signs out of Windows 10, then the profile is saved back up on the server. So if I have a look on the server in the profiles folder, there's the profiles, there's the U2. Now I don't have permissions to access it because I'm not the owner. I'm not the U2 person. But we did see that from U2 before. So, and we saw that we only had the sample file in there. So if I just go open up a new file explorer, and I went to the /bmw.local and went to the corporate data, and I went to the profiles, and I went to the U2 profile, and I went to my documents. You could see here I've got the sample. So that's what's up on the server. Now on my machine, Windows 10 machine, I've just created this new file. And so when I sign out and sign back in again, what it's going to do is, actually instead of signing out, I'm going to restart, power restart. So what happens is that saves the profile back up to here, and you can see 4th of the 11th 1054, 4th of the 11th 1054. So the latest version is up here now, and I still can't access it because I'm not that person, even though I'm the administrator on the main server. I can take ownership over it, so I can access it if I really need to. So here's U2. He's going to sign back in, and we're going to go to the server and have a look at what's in the documents folder under U2 in here. Remembering that I've signed off, and so that should have saved the profile, and we can see that this profile has been saved back up here. Yep. So if I go to the server, double backslash, and I go to the corporate data, and I go to the profiles directory, and I go into the U2 and I have a look at my documents, you can see here that the U2 links for the future is now up there. Okay, so this is what's actually on the server. So if I show, what's the easy way to show that? It's to do that, I think. If I maximize that, okay, that's going to show the actual path, and that the file is actually there. And what I'm going to do is I'll open up another file explorer, but this one will be just showing the documents here like that. So we can see on the local PC that they're the two files, and we can see up on the network share that it's up there as well. So what I'll do is I'll take a screen capture of that, Control E, and I'll put that into the Windows 10 machine. And then on our document here, if we were, you know, you can see that I've logged in as U2, that I'm able to access the network shared drive, and is able to create a sample data in a shared drive, and is able to, we haven't done the printing services yet, but we can see that the software is installed that we did via a network script. And that the sample data documents is visible in the backup folder. So we've, it's gone back. We can see that here. So this one network share here covers a lot of all of these things. Okay, so let's put that screen in. So let's highlight that. Let's go to insert picture, this device from the Windows 10 machine. So let's go to the local drive C, down to the VMs, and to the Windows 10 machine, and that was that last picture. So, nope, that's not the picture I was after. Delete. Insert picture, this device. Okay, so let's look at the order details and put it in date order. So reverse. Okay, so that's the last one, the 4th of the 11th 1057. So that's the one we want. Yes, that's the one we want. Okay, so here now what we do is just resize this, and that particular image works for quite a few of these. So let's go back to, is the person able to log in? Yes. That shows that. Was the user able to access a network drive? Yes, I was. Is the user able to create sample data in a shared drive? Yes, I am. Is the user able to access shared printer? We'll do that in a minute. Is the software installed? We'll do that in a minute. Okay, so we just knocked off 3 of 4 of those, and we just need to finish off these other 2. The accessing the shared printer and the, okay, so on here, if I just, I can see the edit pad lights there, so I'm going to go Control E, and I'm going to save that there, and this bit of software, insert picture, this device, the last one, which was this one. What we can see is that edit pad light up here was installed. So whether it was Chrome or whether it was something else, it doesn't matter. So you can go edit pad there. Whatever. Okay, and so can we access the shared printer? So let's have a quick look. So if I go settings and add a printer, I want to add printers. So I'm going to add a printer. You can see I've already got one of the printers, HP, and I've actually got both of them from the, so it's found both of them on the main server. So I want to add this device. So I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Is the user able to access shared printer services? Yes. So Control E, and I'm going to put that, because that shows that I can add the device. And you can see that I've already connected one of the other ones. Try that, contact your network administrator. Okay. I think I did this one via group policy. That one actually failed. Wonder why. So if I take the printer, set it as the default printer, and I think I can tell this thing that it's paused. Okay, had a few problems there. It did come up there. And you can see it's the printer that we had set up. So we can see here that we've got the HP LaserJet on the main server, and we can see that up here as well, and we can see that we can access it. And if we print a test page, the test page comes up here. And what I want to do is go Control E right now, and we'll save that. So what that shows is that we've got the printer installed. That's attached to the main server. We can access all the printer queue, and we can see that we've printed a page. And we can also see that we can access all of the device settings. So that covers is the user able to access shared printing services? So, and I've just taken a screen capture of that, and we'll stick that in this document here. So insert picture device, it'll be the last one, 1103, that's it. And so here is the completed answer booklet 2, where we've done the user environment testing. We can see that test was performed by, Martin. Well, actually, it was performed by U2. Time and date of the test was the 4th of the 11th / 2021, around about 11 AM. Test environment, virtual machines, whatever. And here's it all, the evidence. It's all there. The sample data created on the user documents folder is visible in the backup. Yes, that was that picture there. So overall, the result is successful. I think 7 and 8, data migration requirements, we've covered all that sort of stuff in a previous subject. Diagnosing, correcting server problems. If you had some and you had to fix them, put them in there, but really it's not that necessary. It's the practical stuff that's important at the moment. And that's the end of that document. So I'm going to hit save on that. And what we'll do is move to the last answer booklet. So let's close. Okay. It did error print because it's supposed to be printing to a file, I think. Anyway, whatever. We can see that we can access it. If it was an actual printer hanging off the server, then it would have worked. Okay. And there on our server is, which I can't access because I'm not U2. I'm not the owner of that. I can access my own. There's nothing in there at the moment. That's because I'm not, the administrator is logged into the server, not into the Windows 10. So it's the Windows 10 machine that's redirecting, not the servers. I excluded the servers. It was domain computers, not domain servers. That redirects its profile. So it's got a folder for it, but haven't directed anything there. If I logged out, like restarted the machine, and I'd logged in as administrator over here on Windows 10, then it would actually populate this. And if I restart the machine after being logged in as administrator on the Windows 10 machine, it would actually populate this folder. Okay. Okay, so let's look at answer booklet 3, which is this one. Okay, well, we'll do that in another video.